In this video, let us see the various parameters for functioning the production planning and control. So list of the parameters is given here. The first one is materials. Selection of raw materials plays very important role in function. We must consider the quality of material, specifications, quantity, and standards of material. And finally, the finished parts of required quantity should be brought to the start or end stage of the work process. Next, moving on to the machines and equipments, this function can be related with checking the facilities of production, equipment downtime, maintenance, and making use of equipment. Not only that, in this case, time requirement for each operation is calculated. Next, moving on to the methods, analyzing the best method for processing sequence of work is required. With which method should be used for which product and which machine should be considered is considered in this method. Next, moving on to the process planning, nothing but routing. In this function, it is concerned with the fixing the path of travel of work. So which path the work processing should be done. And not only that, deciding the setup time for each processing stage of the work is considered in this process planning. Next, moving on to the estimating. Once overall methods and sequence of operation is fixed, the process of time fixing, that is time estimation for the operation, is required. Nothing but standard time and routing time of the operation should be established. Next, moving on to the loading and scheduling. Sometimes loading may be done manually or sometimes automatically. Loading the machine as per the machine capacity and capability is very important. For each and every stage of operation, start and completion's time should be calculated. According to this, loading and unloading is to be carried out. Coordination is to be done with respect to all department for this stage. Next, scheduling is nothing but preparing the work timetable and working according to that timetable is known as scheduling. Next, moving on to the dispatching, setting the work activities of production according to the orders and instruction is known as dispatching. In this function, it involves setting of work to definite machine, issue of material from the stores, fixing the start and end time of the job, finally recording the values of the process. Next, expeding. Expeding is nothing but controlling the tool process at the time of production is known as expeding. Next, inspection. Quality of material produced must be checked before going into the market. At this inspection stage, all defective parts is to be detected, and next only best parts should be moved on to the next stage. Next, evaluation. Finally, efficiency of the product should be evaluated. According to feedback, this evaluation should be planned for the next process. So these are the various parameters for functioning of production planning and control.